是下台的这样的标语呼吁中央媒体记者提问，日本3.6万人19日下午在国会周围集会。
The first question I want to ask you. The situation in the Hormuz Strait is sensitive and complicated. We are concerned about the U.S. forced to stop the related ships. I hope that the relevant parties will take responsibility of the situation and provide necessary conditions for the normalization of maritime traffic. As for your second question, the current situation in the region is at a critical stage of war and transition, and the windows of peace have been opened. We should create favorable conditions for the war to end as soon as possible. China supports the relevant parties to continue to maintain a stalemate and negotiation system, and will continue to promote the spirit of the four-point statement of President Xi Jinping to ease the situation and play a constructive role in the long-term stability of the Middle East region. The Hormuz Strait is an international crossing strait. To maintain a smooth and transparent cross strait, in line with the common interests of regional countries and the international community, China hopes that all parties will work together to avoid further deterioration of the maritime situation. We are willing to work with the international community to promote a slowdown and continue to make the necessary efforts. I have just answered the relevant question. The Hormuz Strait is an international crossing strait. To maintain the peace, stability, and transparency of this region, in line with the common interests of regional countries and the international community, we hope that the relevant parties will take a responsible attitude, abide by the ceasefire agreements, avoid aggravated contradictions, intensify the tension in the situation, and restore normal conditions for the crossing of the strait. The Hormuz Strait is an international crossing strait. To maintain a smooth and transparent cross strait, in line with the common interests of regional countries and the international community, we hope that all parties will work together to avoid further deterioration of the maritime situation. China hopes that all parties will take a responsible attitude, abide by the ceasefire agreements, do not harm mutual understanding and trust between regional countries, do not undermine regional peace and stability, and do not harm the interests of third parties. We would like to remind the relevant countries that if one party binds the other on the basis of security, it will only spark a fire and cause self-destruction. During World War II, Japan invaded and colonized Southeast Asian countries, including the Philippines. It was a serious historical crime. Japan should seriously reflect on its history of aggression and be cautious in military security, instead of showing off its military power and undermining regional stability. However, Japan has yet to thoroughly reflect on its history of aggression. Some forces also intend to beautify, whiten, and invade. Pushing Japan to accelerate militarization will lead to a new militarism, threatening regional peace and stability. The international community should be extremely vigilant. Preventing the revival of militarism is the duty of Japan, as well as the firm will of the international community, including China. We urge Japan to learn from its history, abide by international obligations, and stick to the path of peaceful development.